polarizing.
Yeah. To say the least.
I don't want to be in this bullshit boy band fucking group.
Edible underwear for children. You're a genius. Oh, wait. We're talking about that?
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tell 'em Steve Dave. There is no get him here today, which leads me to believe he's either not working or his mother finally finished him off and smothered him. He got a lot of sympathy for that.
Yeah, as he should.
I didn't like the way it overshadowed my joke about his C-section scar. Nobody even mentioned it. It was all like, "Oh, get him! Your mom tried to kill you."
You think you deserved more attention than that?
I don't know. I thought it was pretty good.
Hey, to be fair, your parents have been slowly killing you for decades. Like, why don't you get?
I get none of that.
Yeah,
I get none of that because I don't like keep it in my back pocket and just reveal it all of a sudden like he did.
No more Teflon left.
Oh, it's all fucking scratched away. I'm just a regular old fucking pan. Nobody cares about it. Rarely do we have a guest here. It would be accurate to say we eschew guests. Eschew.
A shoe?
Yeah, eschew.
We eschew guests.
Yeah, we don't like guests. But we like today's guest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we do. Very hunky. Oh. Very sexy.
Very flexible.
Oh, limber.
Very limber
motherfucker,
young man.
Yes. Saw him with
You
his...
should see how I bend backwards.
Joey Fatone.
Woo!
It's about time.
Can you believe it? You know,
Right.
believe it or not, thank you, all three of you. Amazing. It's pretty amazing, though, because there have been many people out there that have been asking me to get on this show.
Yeah?
Legitimate, seriously, like, no bullshit. They're like, when are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? Come on. I'm like, in due time. So now it was perfect timing. Glad I'm here. Thank you for having me.
When they stop turning me down, that's when I'll be on.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I think I lost a bet with this, so makes sense.
Walt Flanagan, big NSYNC fan. NSYNC fan.
We came to blows one time over. He loved NSYNC. I love Backstreet Boys. And
Well, you're a prick.
yeah, we had our hands around each other's throat, and then we came to blows, and he came first, all over me. I guess he won.
Did you clean it up with a warm cloth, though? You gotta do that. It's respect. It's out of respect.
No, he was like, "Now you clean it up with a fucking Backstreet Boys shirt, bitch." You didn't listen to boy bands, Walt, right? This is an icon in our midst. Like, he's truly, like, I'm not even fucking around. Like, he's iconic.
Yeah.
Right?
He is.
Bullshit. Thank you for bugging me. I appreciate it.
You're like, I'm here, all right? You don't got to say anything else.
You've walked down the street with this guy. It's women. He still has it.
You still got it.
He still got it.
Because people walk and they say, get the Annie. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. I'll join it. Fucking crowd. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I'll do the fucking antlers and shit. And everybody cheers. And I'm like, well, shit, I must be doing something right then.
There you go.
I like Walt's face. Like, you see that, like, him trying to process.
Yeah,
like, people have you doing the absolute.
I've seen. Were you the Veal guy?
Yeah. Are you talking about Hannah Montana?
Yeah.
Yes, I was.
That's okay.
You watched that show?
That's where I know you from.
An episode of Hannah Montana where I owned an Italian restaurant. I was a washed-up baseball player.
The Veal guy.
And my name was Joey Vitolo. And I wore an old LeMay outfit when I told her, I said, for Miley, I said she was a character. And I said, Hannah Montana. She's like, yeah, so we bring Hannah Montana here. I wanted to perform for me since you messed up. I had to sign a baseball for somebody, for her brother or some shit. So I'm wearing this gold, legitimate.
No, it was for her father.
Yeah. And I literally
Get it straight, asshole.
I've seen the episode about 100 times.
And basically, I had on the back of my back. I wish I had the fucking outfit though, because it literally says "Try the Veal."
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
When you walked in, he was like, "Holy shit, it's Joey Vitola."
Out of all the
Where's
damn
the
things
Veal?
I've done, fuck.
Yeah, my
That's
kids.
a whole lot about you right now.
My kids watched it like
a single male.
over and over and over and over, and I must have seen the episode about 100 times.
Now, when you go home tonight and you're like, "Girls, Joey Vitola was on the show today. Are they?
I
impressed?
don't know if they'd remember it though, because I haven't watched it in so long. But they were really young when they were into it, and
if you say the tag, try the veal.
yes,
they might.
they
Seriously.
would.
It sounds silly,
they would.
but
Yeah.
Most of the kids remember that for some odd, dumb.
Can I get a picture with you before we
Sure.
They do a short video, and he's like,
I'll say try the veal.
yeah,
Oh, a little video. Okay, yeah,
problem.
okay, awesome.
yeah.
Daughters will be impressed for once.
It didn't work with Q. One of the funniest things I ever saw Walt do, Walt keeps his professional life and his private life very, very separate. I know almost nothing about him. He told his girls, he's like, once they got into IJ, like, I know Q.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, right. Like, this is also coming from, like, over a decade each of him bullshitting them about, like, stupid stuff. So he's constantly tricking them so they don't believe anything he says anymore. And when we were in Big Apple Con, or New York Con, remember, Quinn was way in the background, Quinn or Sal, and you took a picture.
Oh, yeah.
Or, like, he was at least, 40 feet away?
Yeah.
And you're like, that was your proof that you knew him?
Yeah.
Look, I really do know him. Not far away.
That was fucking funny. Is there something in your career that you look back on and you're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that?
There's a lot of things.
I mean, I'm not talking about, burying girls in the Everglades.
No. There were, like, when we first started out, there was a couple, like, outfits that it was fucking horrible. We wore these outfits one time. It was like, oh, they're giving you free clothes. We're like, free clothes, cool. And we were just starting out. We weren't even signed to a record label, and we were going to do like a photo shoot with the clothes, not knowing the clothes basically were like fucking clown clothes. Thank God. I gotta find where I can surface these pictures because they have been buried. And I'm not even kidding you. They were like these jackets with these pants that were like green striped, pinstriped. They were like fucking. It looked like a clown outfit. It legitimately like clown outfits. And all 5 of us wore these different fucking outfits, and it was absolutely horrible. But there are ones out there that you can see. There's a red pleather long jacket I had because I thought it was cool. No, looked like shit.
I remember that one.
So at the time that you got the clothes though, like once you put them on, were you guys like, we're hot shit, or did you immediately know?
No,
like,
that
oh
was
my
really
God,
shitty. No,
we should be piling out of a car.
Yeah, there were ones back in the day that we thought that we were hot shit. We were like the big Jenko jeans, the big baggy ones. I heard they're coming back now, which is horrible. But they're the ones that have the really big bell bottoms and the pants, it comes tight in the waist, but they fucking fray out like almost like a skirt.
Yeah.
So those were jeans that we used to wear all the time too. And meanwhile, back in the day, of course, we were a lot more skinnier. So it literally looked like a dress that we were wearing.
Would this be in the era where you'd wear them backwards too?
No, well, it was right after that. Chris Cross, Make It Jump was a little bit before, but we didn't want to wear anything backwards because then that's more urban, that's more hood. We were white hood.
That's where the money is, my friend.
That's right.
That's where the money is.
So when you started out, like you said, you weren't signed yet. So how did it come together? Like
the crazy story, yeah. Everybody knew somebody, which in one way, shape, or form in the group. With me and Chris, we worked at Universal Studios. He did I did the Beetlejuice Girl Review show singing, and he did like an a cappella group in front of the Mel's Diner. He was like this 50s doo-wop group. So me and him knew each other, but I knew JC from the Mickey Mouse Club, which they shot and taped in Orlando. So I knew Justin, and actually I knew JC. And how it happened was Lou Pearlman, who is the big guy that actually was starting to do Backstreet Boys and maybe did them too. But he was the one, kind of created and did the audition. They were out in Europe really starting to do stuff, and they were signed. So he wanted to do it again. He's like, shit, if I could do that one time, I'll do it again. So he called Chris up. He found Chris. I can't remember exactly how he knew Chris. I think it was through Howie, believe it or not, from the Backstreet Boys. So he called Chris, said, hey, if you can get a group together, because he didn't want to do the audition bullshit and stuff. He goes, if you can get a group of guys together, I'll fund it. So Chris went out on his own, called ahead, got a hold of Justin. Justin got a hold of JC because them two, the Mickey Mouse Club was done. They were starting to write music in Nashville. Called them up, came back to Orlando. I happened to be in a separate group without, these. It is actually some of the story. Some people may know, may not know. But I was in another a cappella group with some people, and I knew them, and I happened to run into them at a club called 8 Track in Pleasure Island. There used to be a bunch of clubs in Pleasure Island in Orlando. It was like this little club thing for fucking Disney. So I run into them. So now the 3 of us are together, and they were like, well, we want a member. Oh, it was Justin, Chris, JC, and me. And I just said, hey, I'll give you an audition. I gave him an audition tape. It was fucking horrible. But I said, hey, come and see what I do. And I showed them my Beetlejuice show. They're like, oh, we like it. So we want you in the group. There was a kid named Brody that was in the group even before that. They booted his ass out. He became
Brody.
C-Note, though.
Oh,
Brody was
really?
in a group called C-Note that wasn't that big and popular. They came out a little bit around on time. They had like one hit, and that was the end of it for them. But when they got him out of the group, it was the 4 of us, and we were trying to look for a bass singer because I'm not a bass. And with the bass, we had this guy, Jason, a buddy of mine, who signed up to do it. He was all for it. We sang. We had rehearsals. We started doing this. It was come time to sign the contracts. He bailed out. He goes, I don't want to be in this bullshit boy band fucking group. It's going to be a bunch of freaking...
What an asshole!
Yeah, New Kids on the Block. I think the only story that's been told about this was on a VH1 Driven. They actually interviewed him, too. And they interviewed his dad as well, because his dad was my chorus director in high school. So Jason...
His dad's like, my son's an asshole.
Yeah, Jason literally freaking said, fucking I don't want to do it. This, New Kids on the Block bubblegum shit. I'm like, dude, in order to get where we need to get, we have to kind of give in a little bit. Just like anybody, you suck a dick or two every now and then to get where you got to go.
That's how we got this podcast.
Exactly.
Now put on this jean skirt.
So after that, he
Kevin
didn't
Smith's
want to
dick ain't going to suck itself.
So we were just like, oh shit, what the fuck do we do? So we literally met one or two guys and we're like, But Justin's old vocal coach out of Memphis used to train these kids. There was a choral group called Attaché that was in Mississippi. And they said, I got this guy. His name's Lance Bass. He's 16. He's got a really low voice for a 16-year-old. So we called his mom up, tried to convince him. His mom said no about 2 or 3 times. Didn't want to even fly. We say, hey, we'll fly him into Florida. Think of it as a freaking free vacation. We just want to hear you and meet you. He comes in. We bring him to a little club, see if he can dance a little bit. We sing with him. It sounds fucking amazing. His low end killed it, and everything was really great. Said, hey, we'd love to do this. His mom was a little skeptical about it. Finally, we signed. We were together for about 1.5 to 2 years. Never signed a record deal. Later on down the line, this is getting fucking boring. Just let me know. Later on down the line, Backstreet went from BMG Record Company to Jive. So BMG didn't have a boy band anymore, per se. Even though our manager was the same as manager's Backstreet, the manager came up and said, because knew what was going on, and said, hey, I got a band that's can sing better and sometimes dance even better circles around Backstreet Boys. They come out. They come to Orlando, 2 of these German guys. They look at us. They're like, can you change the name? Out of the gate, we're like, why? He was like, because Germans are not going to know how to pronounce in syncs. That's the way he said it.
We want you to change it to Hitler's boys.
How about it?
Scheisse on everyone's chest. So it was so weird. Literally, we went in, we sang, we performed from the same fucking songs we were doing for 2 years. And literally, like, we'll get back to you in a couple of months. They leave. Literally a week later, they call us and say, hey, we'd love to sign you guys. Come to Germany next week, and we're going to start doing a photo shoot, and we're going to start recording. That's kind of how it happened for us.
And Brody's like, is it too late?
Yeah. Brody and Jason. Jason's like, come on.
So what are those guys up to, do you know? Are they alive?
Brody is alive. He has a kid. He's married. I think he has 2 kids now. He's married. My boy, poor Jason, can't catch a fucking break.
No.
Yeah,
really?
he's been a little down in the dumps just in general. And not,
well, he could catch a break.
He
caught a break.
Yeah,
he just fucking threw the break away.
Slowly, and I'm sure he was bitter because the shitty part too is I still kept in contact with him, and this is during our NSYNC days. We're in the height of our career, and I'm like, dude, I haven't seen you in a while. Why don't you come on over to my house?
He's like, fuck you.
No, he came, and it was really hard because I literally, no bullshit. I was like, so here's my house that's on 4 acres of land, and it's 10,000 square feet, and here's my pool.
Right.
That's 146,000 gallons.
He's like, it's great. Do you have cab fare by any chance?
And you feel, I felt bad. I did. It was
Did it
one
make
of
you
those
feel
things where
guilty?
I was like, I felt a little guilty, but I was like, after that, I was like, fuck you. You said no.
Right.
It kind of sucked, but it was like, dude.
That's what you should have just led with. Assumed that he was
he was
envious.
he was the sixth Beatle, basically.
Yeah, it's worse, though, because at least Pete Best got fired. You know what I mean?
He quit. Yeah, Jason quit.
Yeah, like he said no. He had it, and it was like, nah, I think I'll do this instead.
Horrible.
I saw Behind the Music where the original guitarist for Poison left like a month before they hit.
Yeah.
And you could always look at it and be like, the same with this guy, like, would it have been the same group if he stayed? Like, if Lance Bass didn't come in, you know? It might have been different.
You never know. Yeah, exactly. You're right. You never know.
Yeah.
And look at that. All the gays would have hated us, but now they love us because he's gay.
Why would the gays have hated you?
I'm kidding. I'm just making a joke.
What did you do to the gays?
No, but meaning
you don't want to know.
Every boy band supposedly has a gay in the group.
Right.
And they can relate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a myth.
100%. Yeah. Nah.
But you guys had one.
What? That he's
You
gay?
and Lance.
Oh, yeah. He's gay as they come.
But he wasn't gay. He came out after the group was...
He came out there. Yeah, he was nervous about the whole thing, though. He was just... It was around that time where I don't want to say anything to jeopardize the group. He was very nervous about that. Very, very scared about that because it's like, God forbid if that comes out and people... And I guess he was thinking more towards the negative, but I think it could have actually helped us a lot. I think. And it's great that we, of course, when he came out, we supported him and whatever the case may be, dude, we're there for you, bro.
Right.
And he was just nervous about the whole thing. I don't know why, but it was really weird. It
was he slaying man ass on those tours?
Mayonnaise or man ass?
Both. Was he like doing that version of it just with like dudes?
Believe it or not, no, he had a girlfriend. He used to date Daniel Fishel way back from Boy Meets World.
Oh, I never saw.
She played Topanga. You know?
Oh, I've heard.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking.
Of course, Walt knows.
I'm sorry, I had to talk.
Topanga, yeah. It was the guy who was
Fred Savage's
Wonder
brother,
Years, right? Wonder Years brother.
Well, it was that idea, but it was actually Fred Savage's brother.
Yeah.
Who was in Boy Meets World, and it just came out a while ago. It was at Disney. It was like Kid Meets World or something. They were all parents now, but he used to date her, and
That's
we never
late 80s.
No, 90s.
90s.
It was 90s. Yeah. Yeah, the Wonder Years was 80s.
Okay.
Yeah, late 80s. Yeah. That was with Danica. Yeah, and it was so interesting because we were like, we kind of had an idea that he was, and we didn't know if he really 100% was, and then finally, I actually was the first one to find out. I walked kind of in on him per se. So what happened was, we were out drinking at a club. I know it's crazy. Drinking at a club. I'll tell you this shit. You want to hear?
Scandalous.
But we were at a club and we all went out and partied. We were all getting freaking drunk, and we get back to his house, and his house was literally real close to my house. It was like maybe about a mile away. Right. So we were hanging out, and I was like, oh fuck, I got hammered. I passed out in one of his guest bedrooms. I wake up at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, fuck, I need to get home. So I go to his room. I knock on his door, and I'm like, hey, he's not there. Fuck, where'd I go? I went outside in his backyard by his pool. He's not there. What the fuck? I go in his other guest room. Look, not there. I open up the door to look in his office. He's sitting on a big chair with a guy straddling him. Now they're clothed, thank God. But I walked in. I opened up the door. I was like, hey, let me know when you're done. I gotta go. And as I start to close the door, he was like, hey, come on in. Nothing's happening. I'm like, you sure? He's like, yeah. He's like, surprise. And I'm like,
not really.
Yeah. But I was like, the first thing I came upstairs, I said, dude, your mom's gonna kill you. So first thing I said, your mom's going to fucking flip, Christian woman, Bible book, right. Living in Mississippi. I say, he's like, just don't tell the guys. I want to tell them on my own time. And this was pretty much when we were doing, I think, our last tour. It was right around our last tour, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was. Or Pop, I can't remember if it was the stadium tour, the Pop Odyssey, or the other one. But it's all a fucking blur. But it was interesting to like him was like, hey, don't tell. I'm like, dude, I love you, bro.
Right.
I don't love you, but I love you. And
don't get carried away.
Well, hey, no.
I'm not gonna don't make out with me. But I'm not gonna, and I was like, I'm not gonna say shit, man. You do your own time, man. And that's kind of how that whole thing went down. It was interesting.
And were the other guys, once they found out, were they a little bit like, why would you tell Fatone and not us?
Well, yes and no. I mean, because I kind of found out in a weird way. It wasn't like he just told me. But I think Chris was really kind of hurt the most because he didn't know anything about it, and he was doing a radio talk show, like a morning talk show for a couple days with people in Orlando's. And literally there is the People magazine came out. It says, I'm gay. And he literally, somebody people from the place is literally, while he's on the mic talking, dropped the magazine right in front of him. And Chris looked down and I was like, what the fuck? I had no idea.
He's like, ew.
But then they started asking him questions and he had no idea what to say or anything else. And he was kind of put on the spot a little bit. And it was kind of like, so he was a little bit bent out of shape, but everything's cool now. I mean, we hashed it out and talked it.
Well, it was an interview with him. It wasn't like TMZ where it's like, oh, he's gay.
No. It was a whole interview. It was a whole interview about it, and he was very scared about it. And there was another guy that he was dating at the moment that was like a celebrity as well, and he wanted him to come out because he was like, hey, I want, I love you. I want to show people who my boyfriend is and everything else. And it took him a lot of courage to do that. But it was funny because the minute after that happened, he broke up with him. He was like, fuck you, I don't care.
He outed him.
Outed him and bailed. See you. But it was
man,
one of those things.
Right? Yeah. Men,
All the same, man.
All this fucking animals.
Good God. So you know him from all his little parts in
my side things?
In kids. In kid shows, but nothing about NSYNC.
Did you ever see what I did to Wiggles? Didn't see that one, huh?
We used to watch the Wiggles constantly.
I did the Christmas one. I sang "Oh Holy Night," if you remember that. I don't know if you saw that one. What else did I do?
Australian group, weren't they?
Yeah, I did
you went to Australia?
No. We shot it. Shot in New York, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a green screen for me.
Was it with the original Wiggles, or was it the one guy
Wiggles,
that got MS
Wake
and
Up
had to
Jeff
quit?
and everybody. No.
Wake Up Jeff was in it?
Jeff was in
it.
Wake Up Jeff?
For people that are younger, have kids that know the Wiggles, people know who the hell these people are.
Yeah.
Mind you, I actually have a Wiggle belt.
Did you meet the pirate?
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Captain Feathersword,
dude. Dora the dinosaur was there?
Dorothy the dinosaur.
Man,
I actually had all of them come to my house one time. The tour bus pulled up. No shit, you not. Tour bus pulled up. I said, hey guys, if you have a day off, you're here in Orlando, come by my house. I love it. I had no kids at my house because I didn't want to deal with that shit. I was like, dude, you guys relax.
So you just
and
hung
be
out
yourself.
as adults as
all
Wiggles?
of us hung out. All adults hung out. We ate. We fucking drank.
Did they smoke weed, the Wiggles?
No, I wish that would have been amazing, right?
They were booting heroin and shit.
But I used to ask stories about that. And it's funny that you
Tie
say
me
about
off,
wake
acetone.
up. When you about wake up Jeff, they used to fucking like kids, like teenage kids, used to go to his house and fucking ring his doorbell and start screaming, "Wake up Jeff!" Like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Wake up Jeff! But Jeff gave me an honorary. I'm like an honorary wiggle. I got a belt, a wiggle belt. You know the belt buckles that they have. They gave one to me. I was like, that's fucking. I thought it was cool.
This guy's lived, man.
Oh yeah.
You ain't seen nothing else. You hung out with a fucking wiggle.
Honorary wiggle.
Forget the stadiums where it's fucking like as far as the eye can see, and he could just be like, boom, point somebody out. She's mine.
I'm like, you
got a wiggle belt.
Hell yeah! I was singing hot potato all day long. And shit.
Yeah.
He just won Walt over. I've never seen somebody win Walt over so quickly.
Yeah.
Time to make the salad.
I did. Yep. Fruit salad, yummy.
Yeah.
I was texting with somebody today, and I said, Joey's going to do the show, and they were like, "You really seem to like him. You don't really like anybody." And I said,
"That's because I hate everybody too."
I said, "Yeah," but then she goes, "But it seems like everybody likes him. Yeah. Like he's like the Ralph Macchio of the music world, right? Like he's the nice guy. Everybody likes him."
I don't know anybody that doesn't like him. He's just such a good guy.
I'm always happy-go-lucky. I mean, let's be
You're like
real
a big
honest.
kid.
I am. Fuck. Yeah,
that's the
I think
thing
we all
about
are
you.
big kids in a sense.
Yeah,
though.
but no, because I've never seen you not enthusiastic about whatever's in front of you. Like you
hang around a little longer, you'll find out.
Yeah, I know you have it. You're a human, and like we've only been friends a couple of years now. But like every time we've hung out, you're like, "This is awesome. Wait, what's that? This is awesome. Wait, what's that? This is awesome." And I've never met anybody, and I've said this so many times, more generous and giving of their time than you to fans. People come up to you. You never are like, "Oh, I don't want to do this." You're always like, let's do this.
And think about it. I've been doing it now for almost 20 years.
Yeah, you just don't get tired of it.
How crazy is that shit?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. You know what? I think just like I think any of us in a sense, or just myself too, but just in general, is the way you're raised. Right. You know, in a sense? Like I've had one time where my mother literally fucking smacked me off the back of the head one time. We were at a Benihana's, and some lady across the way at another table was like, "Hey, do you mind if I take a picture?" I said, "You know what? I don't mind doing that, but after you guys are almost done eating," and we just sat down. I was like, "After you're done eating, let me know. I'll walk outside and I'll take a picture with you."
Sure, reasonable.
Yeah. Well, fuck, I would walk outside with you. Right. I didn't say, "Hey, come to me and take the fucking picture." I'll walk outside. But then all of a sudden, one of the girls is taking pictures the whole time we're sitting there eating, and they're still sitting over there. And I'm like, "It's fucking rude." I just said, "I'll take the picture, no
like
problem."
Shrimp in midair.
It's like legitimate. Yeah, exactly. Taking this picture, and I'm like, all of a sudden, the lady comes over. She's like, "Oh, can we take that picture now?" And I was like, "You know what, ma'am? I've never been really that rude." I said, "But your daughter was taking pictures the whole time." After I even said, "I'd be more than happy to." After you're done eating, I'd be more than happy to walk out because we just sat down. And she's like, "Well, no, we didn't." I said, "Yeah, go look at your daughter's phone." And she's like,
now you're in an argument.
Yeah, exactly. And then she's like, "Oh, no." And all of a sudden she walked out. My mother literally smacked me off the back of the head. She goes, "You get your ass out there right now and you take that fucking picture."
Right.
And I went, "Okay, Mom." And I went out. So, I mean, it's like those things that
How old were you at the time?
Only a couple of years ago. Oh, yeah. My mother was thinking nothing about taking a fucking umbrella, a broom, a stick, and beating the shit out of me. One time I was at my house, I got hammered. I kicked everybody out of my house. Had a big pool party. And I was yelling at people. I was like, "You leave, but you can stay. You leave, but you can stay." I went and hid in my garage for like 10 minutes to cool down because I was fucking, something pissed me off and that's why I was kicking him, but I was hammered.
Yeah.
I walked out. Here she comes running with a fucking shoe hitting me. "You stop it, you son of a bitch. What's wrong with you?"
Joey, go cut me a switch.
Yeah, exactly. No, fuck, whatever she can find. Belt. Yeah, I've gotten hit with everything. Plunger.
Bricks.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? Everything. But, it's, I guess, just being, I don't know. It's so funny because I've seen people come and go in this industry to where they're, on top of the world and they're amazing and you see that and you want to emulate that, but then you see the people that are on top of the world are fucking dicks.
Right.
I mean.
Oh, we know some of them.
I had one where it crushed me because of just the persona that I had of this person.
Yeah.
And God rest his soul now that he passed away, though, but Prince.
Really?
That motherfucker. I had one time where it was the height of our career, MTV Awards. We won like 7 awards there, something like that day. We had a party with Nelly. It was Nelly and NSYNC's party. It was this big gambling kind of fun little casino party thing. And it was a VIP area that was upstairs and we were looking down at everything. Literally, Busta Rhymes, TLC was there. Prince came in. I mean, you name it, basically everybody, all the names were there. Prince was there. It was a balcony area. It was a VIP only for only celebs were in there. This is back when you had the wind up cameras.
Right.
I had that shit. I was taking pictures. So he's there and he was talking to somebody. So I was like, let me wait. I'm going to wait until he finished talking. I'm going to go up and say, can I take a picture, Prince? Wait. And finally, he stops talking. He's standing there by himself looking over the balcony. So I walk up and say, hey, Prince,
And he knows who you are, definitely.
I don't know because he didn't say anything.
Okay.
This is how fast this shit went. Hey, Prince, I'm always a big fan. I really appreciate it. He goes, oh, that's cool. He goes, I go, do you mind if I take a picture with you? He goes, no, I'd rather not. And turn away as if to talk to somebody else. Like that fucking quick. Hey, can I take a picture? No, I'd rather not. Turn. Oh, man, that sucks. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, it just crushed. When there's nobody, I could see if people mobbing him or something else like that. It's kind of one of those things where you're like, dude, it was just me and you standing there. I could see if you didn't have your makeup on or anything else like that, but no, he was fine. Look good.
You just grabbed him by the neck and be like, you're taking a picture, you fucking shrimp.
I did that to Robert De Niro.
Did you really?
Oh, hell yeah. I was like, hey, can I take a picture? He's like, I'd rather click. I was like, I don't give a fuck. And he's in mid-talk, too. He's like, It's fantastic. I mean, like that kind of, like those kind of things you just, you got to take advantage of. Say, fuck it, I don't care.
So did he know you took the picture?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, no, flash and all. Flash and all. I got a copy of it. It's hilarious because he's like, he's got that face like he's about to say no. And he's like, no.
Well, he's really the face is, I already said no.
It was the security face.
You're like the Benihana girl.
Yeah.
You're just like, click,
no better than the fucking Benihana girl.
Pissed me off so bad. But like that. Only a few things ever pissed me off before.
Yeah.
I tell the hamburger story where we were starving one time. I was really fucking hungry, and I had we were doing a thing for Best Buy, and it was those Best Buy bobbleheads that we had.
All right,
and we go, and I'm starving. I'm like, dude, I haven't eaten all day. We did all this press stuff. We're doing this, doing that. I was running around. I was like, shit, can you order me a burger? I'll meet up in the room. We'll get makeup on. We'll go downstairs. We'll do the photos and everything for all these people. Great. So all of a sudden, I get in there. I'm the last person to get into that room, and everybody's all in there. They're getting makeup done, hair and shit. So I go in. I'm like, open up the thing. Half the burger's eaten and half the fries are gone. Now, you never see me mad. I don't get mad. I'm not a mad person. Don't fuck with my food. Don't fuck with my food. That's one thing you don't do. Like if I'm eating it, don't fuck with my food. I go, who ate the burger? Nobody says anything. Everybody's like, look at Justin's like, I don't know. Chris like, I didn't do anything. Lance was like, don't talk to me. I didn't eat nothing. And I was like, who the fuck ate half the burger? And they're like, all right, we got to go downstairs. I go, I'm not going downstairs. They're like, what? Like, I'm not going downstairs.
The
What do
case
you
of
mean?
the burger is still open.
The first time that I've ever put my foot down has to be about fucking food. I go, I'm not going anywhere. I'm starving and I didn't get a hamburger. They're like, are you fucking kidding me? Our tour manager, Dave Brown, comes up. He's like, come on, Joe, you gotta come downstairs. I'm like, I'm not going downstairs. Fuck you. Until I get a hamburger, I'm not going anywhere.
Right.
You four guys go right ahead. I'll sit here and eat and I'll meet you downstairs. Like, no, you're supposed to be down. I don't care. Johnny Wright, my manager, comes up, starts talking to me. I'm not fucking going down there.
They could have just, in all this time, they could have just put the order in for them.
No, it happened pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It wasn't that long of a time, but it happened fairly quickly. And they were like, no. Finally, I was like, you know what? Fuck, okay, I'll go down. Fine. But before that, I was like, who the fuck ate it? Justin ate half of the burger, and Chris ate half the fries. I was like, you know what? Don't fuck you, dickbag. What a dick.
Did they at least announce it? They're like, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be a delay. Joey Fatone was hamburgled.
It's funny because you would think like if you normally aren't the guy that's like, where's this burger? You think the one fucking time you're like, come on.
Yeah.
You think people would be like, he never asks, he doesn't fucking bother.
No, exactly. They even said that, like, he never gets mad. Why is he so mad about this? I was like, I'm fucking hangry, maybe.
Right.
But here's the funny part. 9 o'clock in the morning the next day, I get a knock on the door. Room service. I open up and there's 10 hamburgers.
Yeah. Perfect.
You son of a bitches. So that was the funny payoff for them fuckers. But yeah, Justin went and ordered 10 hamburgers to my room.
That's good.
Hey, got to take a quick ad break, but I promise we'll get right back to the show. But in the meantime, elevate your underwear game to the next level with MeUndies. You've perfected your wardrobe, but what about the stuff not everybody gets to see? If you've been settling for store-bought underwear, 5-packs, I have something that will change your life for the better. MeUndies. What's the first thing you put on and the last thing you take off? It's your underwear. Make the most important piece of clothing the best it can be with MeUndies. Seriously, these are the most soft and feel-good undies delivered to your front door. MeUndies are designed in LA and made from substantially sourced micro-modal, a fabric 3 times softer than cotton. MeUndies' softer than soft luxe undies come in ever-changing selection of classic colors, bold shades, and adventurous patterns, so you can tailor your undies to your own personal style. And guess what? You can save time and money each month with a monthly subscription. And if you're not ready for a subscription, that's okay. You can still save. That's because MeUndies is offering you 20% off your first pair. Just use our special URL, MeUndies.com/TESD, and get 20% off your first pair. So go ahead, revamp your underwear drawer. You deserve it. Once again, that's MeUndies.com/TESD, MeUndies.com/TESD. Back to the show.
If you had, let's say that you guys are hanging out, Instinct's hanging out like today, right? And you go out on the lake, you're like in a rowboat, or maybe the river, and like it turns out the current carries you away, and it turns out you got to make a Sophie's choice. There's not enough hamburgers for all you guys, so somebody's got to go overboard. Who are you tossing? It's got to be JT, right? It's got to be. Fuck you, man.
It might be JT, but I don't know. It's a toss up. Maybe JC or Justin. Yeah, I don't know. Justin's like, JC's like the guru. He's like, I call him Dalai Lama. He's very zen.
Yeah.
He won't mind.
Yeah, exactly. He'd be the one that go, you know what? I'll do it, guys. I'll give myself up for you and jump off. He probably fucking would. He's very zen. Very zen.
He was like he looked the most street, like he looked the most urban, right? He had like the facial hair. That was like
Chris. JC never had, yeah. Chris had the one with the pineapple head, we like to call him. He had the dreads, the weird white and black dreads.
Chris Kirkpatrick.
Yeah.
You met him, that fucking guy. No, he's great. He's a good guy.
He was here
crazy.
Bank.
It's great.
That was a long time ago.
Oh, that's when you shot, didn't you do something or something like that?
Yeah.
He told me about that. He's like, how do you know Q? How do you know this? Yeah. It's like, because I'm nicer than you, is what I told him.
You are? He was nice. He was
no, he's
nice, but
he was a guy, he invited us down. He was like, hey, anytime you want to come to Orlando. Why weren't we born in Orlando? We could have been born in a boy band, man.
See that? You definitely could have been a boy band.
You know? You wanted to be a tap dancer, so you could have you would have had the moves. He was a good dancer, man. In the
Did you really tap dance?
No. I just like the sound of tap dancing. Maybe because I have a little bit of autism.
Gotcha.
God.
So the sound of tap dancing.
What is it, like a clicking noise for like a fucking dolphin? You start moving and shit? What the hell?
are you talking about me?
It was very calming, though.
Very calming.
There's something about it. It mystified me as a kid, though, when I would see people tap dancing in the noise. Because I couldn't see, because their feet weren't moving to the sound.
Right. Like, how the hell are they doing that?
Yeah. That's why I want to be a tap dancer.
So that was it? It wasn't because you never even said that. I didn't know it was because it calmed you.
I didn't say calm me. It just made me question, like, how was it possible that their feet don't look like they're moving as quickly as much sound is coming out. So I was always, like I said, whatever I was doing as a little kid, if tap dancing was on television, I would stop whatever I was doing and just stare at it. Trying to figure it out. That's why.
I'll get Alfonso Ribeiro to come around. He tap dances, so he can show you.
Not many people tap dance anymore, right?
There's people, but
can't make a living at it anymore.
Unless you're maybe on Broadway for some sort of show, like 42nd Street or some shit. That would be the only one, really.
It's not over for you, dude.
But not a lot of celebrities are big. Just
back in the day, yes, probably not. Or I'm sure that a lot of people, if they've tried to do the triple threat, if I can talk. They probably have taken tap before. I mean, I even tried it one time. I'm like, I'm good.
Too hard?
Yeah, that shit's fat. That's not easy. It's not. Your feet are going like a mile a minute. You know, like a little shuffle, hop, step is easy. But then when they're doing like all this other shit, and it's like, brah, brah, and you're able to do that with your feet.
Like Gregory Hines type shit, where he's like just tearing it up.
That's right. Would that be the last great tap dancer?
Last one I could name.
There's another one, Savion Glover. I want to say there was a guy that was, I think, even apprenticed by Gregory Hines. Don't ask me why the hell I know this. But it was another young cat that actually came out to that. There's actually there's two guys, they're twins, that are out in Vegas that are really good. Believe it or not, they do there's a show called Absinthe that's out there. Have you ever seen it?
Oh, yeah, I've seen Absinthe.
Okay, they have, every once in a while, they'll do different acts.
Right.
There's twin brothers, these two guys that do it. It's really good.
I didn't see that one. I've seen
but
like
they
3 times.
Get to it. They got to get to a state where they can then be billed as the headliner in a movie like Gregory Hines was. Remember, he was a cop?
Yeah, but he didn't in Running Scared. But he didn't tap dance in the movie.
No.
It was him and Billy Crystal.
I don't think he did, no. The only time he ever really tap danced was History of the World. When he goes to stand on the floor.
The African shim sand dance.
Shim sham. That's Ethiopia. All right?
He was a hoofer.
Yes.
But that's how he got the acting gigs, right? From being known as the tap dancer.
I don't know.
I hope so.
Well, that's how, believe it or not, Alfonso Ribeiro, he was a tap dance kid. It was a show on Broadway And that's how he became what he became and did the Pepsi commercial with Michael Jackson and doing all that stuff and then got into Silver Spoons and then became Carlton as the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and did that dance.
Well, you were on Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
Was that an option? Like you could tap dance if you wanted to? Or was it?
It could have been if you wanted to do something. Now you could probably do half that shit. When we did it, I was doing season 4. They're up to like season 26 now, I think, or some ridiculous thing. You should do it, Q. That'd be great. Go ahead.
They asked one of us to do it, and I was just like, I'm not doing it. Like, I don't have the fucking time for this. I think Sal wanted to do it. But our schedule right now,
it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah. Because it's a commitment, man.
That's the thing. A lot of people do take time off, and some don't, and it's amazing. I don't know how the people did it because I legit took time off to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They asked me the very first season, I turned it down. They asked me second season, I turned it down. I looked at the numbers, said like, how many people are watching this? They go, about 14, 15 million. So fourth season, I finally did it. And it was grueling, man. It was weird because I did a lot of hip hop dancing, so I never did ballroom or ballet really per se, or Latin or any of that kind of shit. So to get in there, it was like teaching an old dog new tricks to retrain my brain to do certain things that I've never done before.
Would you do it? The offer comes up. They're like, we need one of the comic book men. No, Ming's going to go for it right away regardless. But they're like, no.
I can say Ming.
Like, not him. Oh, yeah. Would you do it? Because you have to. They train you, right? They'll teach you stuff.
They have your professional dancer. Mine was Kim Johnson. We went out there. And they go, okay, well, here's a song, and we're going to break things down. And they teach you as if you're like 4 years old when you first started out, Arm goes here, your leg goes there, you do this to see if you actually have a rhythm. If you have rhythm, then you can pick things up a little bit faster. I was able to pick things up a little bit quicker, of course, but there were just certain things and technique-wise that I had and you're getting critiqued on it. That's a whole other thing. That's a whole other level because when I was dancing with NSYNC, nobody's going, oh, his arm was wrong, or hey, his leg, no one gave a shit. Here, it's your posture, your arm, your body, your legs. Are your feet doing rise and fall? Are they going up and down and all sorts of crap?
So technique's real important.
How many hours per a week?
5 hours a day.
So 20 hours a week easily before each taping of a show. Well,
it was nerve-wracking because like the first time you go on that show, you usually have like a week or 2 weeks. You're able to learn. They start learning you the basics before they even announce. Dan, they actually just started Monday, whatever it was, this Monday, whatever. It's like the new season.
Yeah.
But like after the person gets kicked off, and we used to do Mondays and Tuesdays whoever got kicked off, that person get kicked off. You would get your music that Tuesday. The choreographer would teach or learn it in their head or whatever they want to do. Wednesday you'd start learning. By Thursday you should have it somewhat down because then they want to shoot a wide shot of you to know where you're going to go so the cameras can do that because it's live. Then on Sunday you actually are able to get in the sound stage with a little tape recorder. You're able just to get on the stage at least to be familiar with the stage on Sunday. By Monday, you still haven't heard the band yet. You still haven't got your costume yet. You get all that shit that day. You run through the actual numbers with the orchestra just to get familiar. Then you do a full dress run through of everything where you're wearing the clothes for the first time. And the second time you actually do the dance is live. So really you rehearse three times legitimately on the Monday. But the last one is a live performance.
That is crazy.
So you literally learn the dance by Friday, or actually Saturday. You have to have it pretty much down pat. By Sunday, if you don't know it, you better get that shit real quick because Monday comes around, you're doing it live.
But what about the people who can't grasp it? Like
a lot of pros will dummy it down, or they'll just do a little more simpler steps. They won't make it too crazy. So it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You point 4 times, and then you're going. Whatever the hell it may be. So they keep it simple for them. You'll start to see that. But you see the people that know and are able to carry a tune or dance. They try to throw everything at them to see if they can pick it up fast enough. And the more intricate and the more entertaining, obviously, more fun.
Who won the season that you were on?
Apollo Yoko Ono, as I like to call him. Apollo Anton Ono. He was a speed skater, Olympic speed skater. So he's got the most medals besides.
He had the longer hair?
Yeah, he did have longer hair at one time.
Yeah.
I've seen you on that too.
He did.
Were you the favorite? Huff. I would imagine, right? Because
I came in second.
Oh, okay.
I came in second.
But they don't bet on that, right? Or is there betting on
What was the line in Vegas?
I'm sure
there had to be, right? I say, what was the line in Vegas? There had to be one, right? People bet on everything.
There's all that stuff, I'm pretty sure they did. I've never seen it, though, but that'd be pretty funny.
Did you feel that it was he legitimately, like that couple legitimately beat you? And who was your partner?
Kim Johnson was mine. Julianne Hough was his. It was the first time Julianne ever came into this. She was the first season. So she was like, I think 16 or 17. She was young, 17 or something like that. But I think he did a great job because he's not even technically a dancer. So it was interesting to see the progress from him. For me, I progressed, but I think it was a bigger challenge for him. And by the time when the top 3, it was me, Layla Ali, and Apollo Antonello was the top 3. After we made it to the top 3, I was like, I don't care who the frick wins because my brain was fried by that time. I didn't give a shit who won. I was just like, as long as the show is over, I'm happy. Because it's grueling. It was grueling.
But 20 hours of dancing, you must get in good shape, right?
Oh, hell yeah. I went, I don't even know how much weight I actually lost, but I went from a 36 waist to a 32 in a month or two.
Wow.
I'm just going to fucking jitterbug for the next straight month.
No, exactly, yeah. It's crazy. It's a great cardio thing, and I was eating whatever the fuck I wanted. Didn't matter.
More hamburgers.
Yeah. Give me all those 10. It didn't even matter. It really did not even matter what I ate. At first, I did like the Nutrisystem stuff, and it was actually good and stuff. But after a while, I was moving and I was actually just every time they kept taking the pant size in. Every time.
That's good.
Because they measure you every time you go and when they do the costuming. So it was really interesting. I wish I could do that shit again. I need to go dancing.
Yeah, you never answered. Would you do it? You can get the time off.
So.
You want to try it, huh?
What if
you're missing
it's like $1 million prize?
You got a sweet purse.
No, I wish.
Then I would have cared.
I will say this. They do take care of you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I will say that. And the longer you stay, there's a little tier, and the money goes up a little bit the longer you stay. But
I don't even like talking in front of a crowd. Do you think that I would dance in front of a crowd?
That's why it would
Cutting the rug.
be like triumphant when you won.
Yeah, when you took down Joey Fatone.
Just a sweet autistic boy from New Jersey.
wants a tap dance.
Yeah. Incidentally, he was diagnosed by a listener who just emailed in, just so you know.
Well, my daughter is on the spectrum, so I concur.
We got a second opinion. Yeah, well, how did you guys observe World Down Syndrome Day?
At the stash?
Yeah, what did you do?
It just, me and Gidim just gave each other a knowing stare, or just looked at each other, and we're like, we can handle this, we could do this.
That's
not. You don't have Down syndrome. You got to be clear on what you got.
You got system of the Down.
I think I got a little bit of everything. If you ask me, I think I got a little bit of everything.
A cocktail with all mental conditions.
Meanwhile, like Sage is like, what a poser. So I was thinking of that. Like, what if?
Well, what did you do? With your?
Well, I had an idea.
Niece?
I had an idea, but you guys were too busy. I wanted the Jokers to be standing there hanging out, right? And then Sage walks in, and you guys are like, "Ooh, a Down syndrome kid. Let's put it out of its misery."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
and
so
then,
far good.
And then you're about to stomp her out.
Yeah.
And Joey Fatone comes in.
Okay.
And he's like, "Whoa, guys, wait up."
Right.
And then he tells you, like, no, people with Down syndrome, they can feel pain. And they don't like getting stomped out. And then, like, you guys learn. He's like, this is no joke, impractical or otherwise.
Is that like one to know?
Yeah, exactly.
Do I feel bad about all the other Down syndrome kids that we've stomped, or no?
Look, that's in the past. You've learned a valuable lesson today, thanks to Joey Fatone and World Down Syndrome Day.
I don't know if I could take Sage in a fight. She's pretty fucking.
It's fucking insane.
They're all strong. You kidding me?
Yeah.
His girl is like
a friend of mine, a very close friend. Yeah, same thing though. They have strength.
Mm-hmm. She's got like this big like shoulders and upper body, and like she pushes you. You feel it, man.
Does she like work out or anything? Or
no?
She's 10 or 11. How old is she?
She's 11. Yeah, she's 11, and yeah, she'll like she pushes me, and like I feel like she'll jump on the bed and she'll like put her like she like braces her legs and tries to push me off the bed, and I'm a fat bastard, and she still is able to start rolling me. You know,
it's like sometimes they have like no pain and then just no fear of anything like that. You know what I mean? It's just
they're superhumans.
Yeah. Mutants, more than human. I swear to God, she's never upset, never sad, always happy.
It's awesome.
Kind of like Joey Fatone.
I did take her, guys.
That's the big announcement on this show.
All right, got to take another quick ad break. This is the last one of the day, though, so just bear with us. Casper is a sleep brand that created one perfect mattress sold directly to consumers, eliminating commission-driven inflated prices. Its award-winning sleep surface was developed in-house, has a sleek design, and is delivered in a small, how do they do that, size box. In addition to the mattress, Casper also offers an adaptive pillow and soft, breathable sheets. The mattress industry has forced consumers into paying notoriously high markups. Casper is revolutionizing the mattress industry by cutting the cost of dealing with resellers and showrooms and passing that savings directly to the consumer. Get $50 toward any mattress purchase by visiting www.casper.com/TESD and using the promo code TESD. The Casper is an obsessively engineered mattress at a shockingly fair price. Supportive memory foam to create an award-winning sleep surface with just the right sink and just the right bounce. Time magazine named it one of the best inventions of 2015. Free shipping and returns to U.S. and Canada. Try Casper for 100 nights, risk-free in your own home. If you don't love it, they'll pick it up and refund you everything. Please, 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 get 50% off toward any mattress purchase by visiting www.casper.com/TESD, and you got to use the promo code TESD when you're ordering, or you're not going to get that money off. Very, very important. Helps them to realize that, we're moving mattresses for Casper. If we're not moving mattresses, we're not going to get the ad anymore. So that's www.casper.com/TESD, and treat yourself to one of the greatest inventions that mankind has ever seen. The foam mattress in an unbelievable tiny box. Back to the show.
What ethnic group do you hate the most?
All of them is not a good answer, is it?
Yeah, it's fine. It's good. Just go with whites.
I'm like the United Colors of Benetton. I like them all. Except everybody has their own quirks,
Yeah.
I'm Italian. I'm a greasy freaking wop, Guinea. I sweat oil, for crying out loud.
Yeah, I didn't know you're originally from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And you moved to Orlando,
Yeah.
I guess?
How
old were you?
Born and raised in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn until about 13. And my parents, it was like the neighborhood was getting shitty, and we packed up and left. So, yeah, we moved to Florida because we always, vacation in Florida, always went to Disney. Hey, Disney. So it was kind of interesting to move there because it was a whole nother, it's almost like it's a little bit of a culture shock for being, went to a Catholic school in Brooklyn, New York, and then going to a public school, which I never did.
Right.
Until I was like, 7th grade, yeah. 8th grade. It's crazy. Really weird. A lot of rednecks.
That's what I was about to say. It's like a lot of like white trash down there.
It's country as hell. Like there's nothing wrong with it, but it was really funny because I didn't understand some of the language that they were saying, or I thought it was another language. Some kid fell and skinned his knee, and the guy was like, "Oh man, you fell on the cement." I'm like, "Sorry? He fell on the cement." You mean cement?
You're like, forget about it.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You talk funny, huh?
Yeah.
You sound retarded to me.
It's like they gave me iced tea, and they're like, hey, you want some tea? I'm thinking it's like the Lipton. You know what I mean? With the fucking sugar? No, real tea bags. Horrible. It tastes like shit. So it was getting adjusting to it. It wasn't too bad, but moved to Florida, and I lived in California about 3 years, but I moved back to Florida. I like it. I like it a lot.
So fucking you still live in Orlando.
Yep.
How like all the that's the kind of shit that I always think about. Like all the things that had to like fall into place in order for you to become a part of NSYNC. Like it's fucking crazy, right?
If it wasn't, believe it or not, my friend Jason, if it wasn't for my buddy Jason who said, hey, let's go out tonight, and he actually didn't show up when I went there, I would have never ran into Chris or Justin or JC. They were out that 8-Tracks place that I was just talking about, Pleasure Island place. If I never would have went, if he would have never invited me to go, and even though he didn't show up, I just said, hey, I went there, and he's like, I'm not going to come. I'm like, son of a bitch. And this was back before, everybody had a cell phone.
Right.
So it took me a while to figure out what the hell he wasn't fucking there. But when all of a sudden the other guys were there, like JC and Justin were there, I'm like, hey, what's going on? He's like, oh, we're starting a group. And that's actually how that happened. So yeah, exactly. There's a lot of different things, a lot of ways and stories. I think when we got our big break here in the States, we did this concert that was on the Disney Channel called In Concert. And Backstreet Boys was supposed to do it. And they were so busy and they were doing stuff in Europe. They're like, we don't need to do that because, we're doing stuff here. When we did that, it jumped us to a whole nother level when they saw that. It was interesting because a lot of young kids were like, oh, because they seen Mickey Mouse Club before and it was on the Disney Channel. So they put the two and two together with JC and Justin. And it was kind of like, oh. And then the rest was history. Believe it or not.
Could you have handled it, either of you guys, being in arguably the most successful boy band in history?
I'd say one of the most successful bands in history. Like they really kind of did it.
Could you have handled?
Yeah, I mean, I think
prancing about stage in a jean skirt.
No, not that part.
Yeah, but if you were able to do it,
I'm not talented in that way. So, yeah.
You could be.
But let's say I had it.
If Lance can do it, you can do it.
Oh, he wasn't the best dancer?
Oh no, horrible. No,
Really?
he wasn't the greatest. I mean, me, JC, and Justin picked it up fairly quickly. Chris and Lance had just a smidge of a trouble, or it was just a little, not much delay, but it was just different. They weren't early dancers. They didn't like dance. They didn't do any hip hop or any of that kind of dancing.
Did you guys? I don't know. Did you guys play instruments?
We did, but not on tour. Except for one show we actually did. I played a little bit of drums. Justin played keyboard, guitar. Lance played keyboard. Chris played guitar and keyboard, and so did JC.
On the albums, though, you guys played
No,
instruments?
not on the albums.
Oh.
We did not. We were too damn busy recording and touring the whole time to even actually do a band track, per se. But, I'm about to say, Q, you've been touring and doing a lot of stuff and doing shows. But obviously, if you were younger, you'd be able to pull it off a lot more. And we had this conversation.
You think he's too old for a boy band?
Yeah.
That's what you're
just so
saying.
old to fucking run around like that in general. It gets wears and tears on you. You get a little tired, you get a little exhausted.
The other day, I looked right, and I pulled my neck for 4 days. Like that's not even a joke. I looked gently to my right, felt something go on my back, and was on Advil for 4 days straight. I mean, so
I'll tell you that it took me fucking weeks to recover from fucking the finale, the Nitro Circus.
You gave it your all.
It took me weeks because we practiced the day before, and I fell off the bike. And my knees and everything were all jacked up, and I'm like, when are these things going to heal? My knee was blown up.
Well, going into it, like
I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. I swear to God.
there was only one person who wasn't hurt. Sal's ankle was fucked up. Your ribs were broke.
Gatto
He's all
almost
fucked
died.
up.
Gatto almost died.
I think Murray was the only one.
Murray was the only
Murray,
one.
the Lance Bass of the group, just got that fucking right through.
Quick straddling that dude. It's time to go on.
Yeah, because the funny part about it was literally he called me up and he's like, I fucked up my ribs and blah, blah, blah. I said, if you let me know. If you want me to take your place, I'll take it for you again. I'll do it again.
I was like, hold on, I'll get right back to you. I was like, Fatone wants to do it.
But I had no idea we were doing this whole freaking obstacle. I really had no idea until I got there. I was like, why, fuck, are you kidding me?
I will tell you this, man. I wasn't into the whole idea until you came on. And then I was like, oh, this is going to be fun now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Good.
But it was a good time, man. My favorite part were the sketches that we did on it. It was just great.
Fun.
It's fun time.
Fun.
So I don't know if they got through without any real scandals, in terms of
because there was no Twitter, there was no Instagram, there was no MySpace.
That's what it is.
So you had to have an actual camera, not a camera phone, because there was no camera phone there. Thank God.
So you think if it was today, there's no way you would get
I would probably be in a little bit of trouble.
Yep.
Probably. Yeah. Not majorly. I mean, that's the one thing. We weren't really. All of us were never really alcoholics. We weren't heavily into drugs. Nobody really did anything stupid. We were kids. We did stupid shit as kids do, but we never did anything outlandish just because it was, like I said, I think it's all the way we were raised and nobody kind of had a big head about anything. We kept our feet on the ground.
Like you didn't do anything remember that Go-Go's tape where they were the roadie was all passed out and they're sticking a dildo in his ass?
We didn't do the dildo, but we've done stuff like that.
I don't think that really hurt the Go-Go's, did it? Is that what
it came out so much later, right?
Well, there's one. I'll tell you one story that probably not many people know at all. Which is, hopefully I won't get in trouble for saying this. I shouldn't. It's not that bad, but it was pretty funny. We were on tour, and at the time, P. Diddy opened up for us at one point. So to thank us, he gave us bottles of Cristal.
Okay.
A couple weeks later, because we had people coming in and out opening up for us. A couple weeks later,
fucking my opening acts have never given me shit.
Right. Jiggy's never given you Cristal.
What the fuck is Jiggy up to, motherfucker? All right, sorry.
Should I text Jiggy too? He's texting every once in a while.
Yeah, fucking text him.
So give him a fucking gift. Give him fucking some Jameson or something. Shit. So he gave us bottles of Cristal saying, hey, thank you for being on tour. Smash Mouth knew about it and got word of it. They gave us kegs on our fucking bus, like a full-on keg.
All right.
And we were like, all right, cool. And we got giving gifts and giving each other shit like jokes and stuff, little pranks back and forth. And finally we go, you know what? We're going to have a wrestling match. They're like, what? We go, NSYNC versus Smash Mouth. Meet before the show at such and such o'clock. Meet in this room. We're all going to take it and we're all going to fucking wrestle.
Was this Lance's idea?
Yes. No. But all we said was it's NSYNC versus Smash Mouth. Right. So we go and everybody's
I would pay for that on pay-per-view.
The funny part is we get in the room and we all set this up like fucking idiots. But as we get in the room, there is a blow-up pool inside the room, and there are two topless girls. One had said NSYNC, and the other name said Smash Mouth.
Right.
And then we had one other girl that was dressed as a referee that was painted with referee, but they were topless. So basically it was oil wrestling. I think it was ice cream or chocolate. I can't remember what it was. It was a bunch of shit that was all thrown in there. And they wrestled. So that was one of the most interesting
things. That's pretty tame.
Tame in a sense. Well, that tame not for us.
Right.
I mean, they got to think about it. Justin was only maybe early 20s, maybe 19, 20, if that. I think. But it was just funny because people thought all of us were going to actually wrestle, but we did stupid shit. Well,
you would have to maintain a clean image because your main demographic is young girls, and if people start finding out like their daughters are going to the concert of some
people wrestling.
Like oil wrestling. But, I mean, it actually might have been worse if you guys wrestled Smash Mouth. It
100%.
might have been weirder.
That's why we didn't do that. Yeah. But it's always interesting because then you get some girls that will be in the audience and they're young. They were of age, thank God. But they would flash us and all this other kind of stuff. I mean, it was kind of funny and entertaining to us, but it was just like. We tried to keep that. We did. We tried to keep that wholesome image.
I can't follow this though. Did anybody in the band think they were really wrestling, or was this all?
Smash Mouth thought we were wrestling against them.
So they were all amped up to physically wrestle. They were all amped up
to wrestle. They thought
before
that we were,
a show.
Yes, they all thought that we were going to actually wrestle at one point.
Not even
the
after.
minute we walked in the room, they were like, "Oh, now we get it." And it was basically a thank you for the cakes, is what we were doing.
Okay.
So who do you send
They're all
out
in
to get the
singlets.
girls? Like, who is that?
We got runners. We had people. It was like, hey, we need. They literally went to a strip club. I think called up some girls. Said, hey, we need 2 girls to be topless to wrestle.
It's Smash Mouth.
Your new name is Smash Mouth.
I don't think they ever even said it was us. They just said, hey, we're doing this thing, blah 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 blah. So yeah, we've had that. There was a couple of things. One time I had one girl. Where they were like, I always kept saying, and I made it as a joke, and that's what was funny about it, and then it became a reality. Where a lot of times we go to different cities when it's our hometown, we have rooms set up, and we have all these rooms like for our families. And they always decked, for some reason in Mississippi, Lance rooms was always decked out. Every time it was either like New York or some shit, or my family, I get the shit end of the fucking stick for some reason. Because all the venue rooms were all taken care of, and then it was a small fucking closet, and I had like 80 people.
Right.
So it was in Florida. I was getting ready, and I was like, I said, you know what? I said, it's really fucked up. I said, you know what? I want shit. I want everything. And my our tour manager, our sound guy's like, well, what do you want? I'm like,
burgers.
No. I said, at least give me a fucking stripper. Get this, get that. I want this. They literally called up a stripper, and it was this large, very large black woman named Peaches.
Oh, beautiful.
And my family happened to actually be in the room, and he was making the joke and didn't realize that in West Palm, I had family that was coming in. And the funny part was that I thought it was still a joke. He's like, hey, he goes, I actually did get you a stripper. But the girl wants to meet you and just say hi.
Where Joey Fatone at?
Yeah. And I'm like, are you serious? She's like, yeah, she's in the production office. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. So I go up, and sure enough, there's fucking Peaches.
And
I'm like, hey, nice to meet you. She's like, oh, nice to meet you. I was supposed to put on a show for you guys.
I'm going to suck your dick.
And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm good, girl. Thank you. Appreciate it. I would have sucked your little white tic tac dick. So it was kind of fucked up because literally my family was in the other room right next to him. I'm like, yeah, get the fuck out of here.
You got to do this fast and quiet. My family's in the next room.
What's Smash Mouth's fucking problem? Because we've used Smash Mouth as a reference point on the show a couple of times. Like I've claimed that I was Smash Mouth's manager.
Right.
In another episode, I said that I followed Smash Mouth on tour, and then they reached out to me on Twitter and were like, "We're shooting a music video. We want you to be in it."
Right.
And I was
then nothing ever happened.
I was like, yeah, fucking absolutely. I was like, definitely do it. And they're like, we'll shoot in Staten Island. We'll come to New York. We'll pay you. I was like, you do not have to pay me. I was like, just come. There. I will be in a Smash Mouth video. This will be amazing. They were like, this is great. We're gonna get back to you tomorrow.
Who did you talk to? You remember?
It was just one of the manager, whoever their manager is.
Eric?
I don't remember. And then he was like, all right, we'll be in touch tomorrow. And then I've never heard from Smash Mouth again.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't think they got back together again. Steve, I still every once in a while talk to. Greg Camp is one of the guitarists that I know. Greg, I know as well.
Right.
And I talked to him not too long ago because actually his wife and his friends came out to see me do Rock of Ages, so I was able to talk to him. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, I don't think they ever really got back together again or something. I don't know if it was a falling out.
But then why would they ask me to be in a fucking video?
They punked you, man.
I got Smash Mouth.
Yeah, you did. Right? You got
their new prank show. Fucking busted your cherry, man.
You've been Smash Mouth.
Smash Mouth.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
We went to a WWE event last night. This is the second one I've gone to, both with Q. And it never, like, I'm always amazed at the number of people at these. I mean, how many people does a Barclays Center hold?
Do they still think it's real?
17,000 people.
Do they still
I
think
don't
it's real?
think so.
Some of these people are acting like it was real, like they're throwing, they're like, oh my God, like their hands are on their head. And everyone's like, it is so, these people are so fucking animated. Yeah. And there's infighting, like with like this side sucks, and they're yelling at like people that are basically sitting next to them. Like this side sucks.
But everybody's smiling. It's not like the old days in Yankee Stadium where you would get into a fucking brawl.
Well, I think the thing is they understand it, and I think that might be like
They
their
wrestled
outlet.
at Yankee Stadium?
And they go with it just as much
Yankee
as
games.
they do, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's part of the fun. Like it's you have to be like, I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. I'm buying in.
Yeah.
This is fucking awesome.
That's like going to a Jimmy Buffett concert.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
I know I'm going to be tailgating.
I'm
going to
parrot
be
head for a
singing
night.
fins to the left, fins to the right all day long. I don't give a shit. Yeah, exactly.
You got to do it. You had fun, man.
I did have fun. This is my point, though, because I want this kind of power someday. I'm sure you've had it, where there was they do this thing where they're like, all right, now they kill a lot of time during these things. They show you videos. They do this, they do that. It's like, holy shit.
It was extreme last night. Something was wrong.
And I give them credit. It's amazing because they learn and do all that shit, though, like almost somewhat on the fly. They're rehearsed the day of, and it's literally like, okay, well, you're going to win, you're going to lose, you're going to win, you're going to lose. Because I've been at TNA Impact a bunch of times. It used to be, it's called Impact Wrestling now. That's out there in Orlando. But go ahead, say what you're saying. I want to hear as far as getting the crowd in the palm of your hand kind of thing?
This is, it was Bailey, was that her name?
Bailey.
So it's this female wrestler. She comes out. It seems everyone really loves her, right?
She's a sweetheart.
So people are, she's cute. She's very small. She's very petite. And this kid in front, a couple rows ahead of us, he's like 11 or 12?
Yeah.
He's holding up a sign that says Bailey.
A boy.
And
somewhat important to the story.
Yes. And she's like looking at the crowd. She's working the crowd. Somehow she sees the sign, which really wasn't that big, and she points at the kid, just points at the sign for like a second. This kid was like first shocked that she saw him, and then started crying uncontrollably.
Yeah.
How old?
11 or 12.
He must have came right then and there. Like, went through puberty right at the moment.
He must have ruined his shorts.
Did they get it on camera? Was it on at home?
No.
He was overtaken with emotion is the only way to describe it.
He couldn't stop crying. For a second, she pointed, acknowledged his existence and his sign, and turned around, and he fucking melted. Like the hand of God pointed at him.
I couldn't live with myself if that happened as I grew up.
Later on, you'd be like,
I would just be like, I can't.
Well, let me tell you something. He had the wrong people sitting 2 rows behind him because, like, for the rest of the show, we're just making fun of this kid the entire time.
I couldn't bear to live with the fact that I lost composure on that level because some wrestler pointed at me.
He was with these 2 women. I guess one was his mom, and both were like his mom's age. Or like a mom's age, and I mean, he fucking broke down like I could see it with you, like you point at a girl, and she's like not like, oh well, like you're pointing at her, being like, hey, go get her, I want to fuck her,
right.
Rough.
No, which we've never done, but oh boy, but it is. We've had that happen, definitely 100%. It's hilarious sometimes because it was almost where you, like, after a while when I'm doing the concert, of course I know the moves, I know everything. So now it's just like human nature, it's automatic where I'm like, oh, okay, I'm fucking hungry. When we get something to eat as I'm doing a dance, I'm not even thinking
Nobody
about
better eat that burger. Nobody better eat that burger.
Fucking 10 burgers, son of a bitch. So the funny part about that is you look in the audience and you start to see, okay, well, these girls are really fans of, Chris, or this person's a fan of, I could see anybody that wore a Superman shirt, of course, was my fan. And, you'd give them a look or a wink and all of a sudden they'd jump up and down. Like, oh my God, he's a man. But it's always weird, even now. That's the one that I think that's weird. Back then it was fine, it was okay. They were young. Now these women are like in their mid-20s, mid-30s, like early 40s. And they'll come up and all of a sudden they just start crying out of nowhere. And I'm like, you're a grown-ass woman. What is wrong with you? She goes, this is something that's just overwhelming. I've never met you before, or I've seen you in like 8 concerts, and it just overwhelms them, and they start crying, and you go, oh, come here, give me a hug. And that even makes it worse. If you go, give me a hug, and they're like, oh my God, but you just don't understand. And it's weird. I still to this day never have ever got used to it. It's very
hard to be the recipient.
Yeah.
Of it. Yeah.
You know, you feel that when people come up to you and they're a big fan of you and they just adore you, and that was their childhood. Or sometimes they'll come up to you and be like, hey, you know what? I thought about suicide when I was young, but your music kept me out of it. It's like, what do you say? Happy you didn't die? You know, like, what do you? It's weird. It's a very overwhelming. It's very, gratifying and satisfying, but also just, I don't know. It's just weird. I've never still been able to handle it.
When women are in my presence and they're crying and going crazy like that, normally I just put duct tape over their mouth and just put them in the trunk of my car.
It turns you on, doesn't it?
Something happened with that kid, and I want to see if I was right or wrong about this, Walt. I want to throw this to you. So it's Johnson, my friend Toodles, Stacy, and I we see this kid start crying. Right. Now Bailey, who we're talking about, is a fan of Impractical Jokers, and she was supposed to come to set, blah, blah, blah. There's a connection there is my point. So Stacy says to me...
He's boasting he knows Bailey.
No. That's important. I don't know
who's
her.
Bailey?
She's the wrestler.
Oh, okay.
She's the wrestler that made the kid cry.
So you know the person that people
Pointed
are going
out.
crazy for.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So I don't know her personally. I know
okay.
she's a fan of Impractical Jokers, and I know a lot of the WWE guys at this point. So Stacy turns to me and she says, I think this is what I want to do. And she hadn't had a drink. So this is
stone cold sober.
This is stone cold sober, Stacey. And she goes, I want to go over there and tell that kid to get his number, and we'll use your connections to get Bailey to either sign something for him or make a video for him or something like that. Just to connect the kid with his hero.
You know where my head went? I want to go tell that kid that Bailey was pointing at you because you're on Impractical Jokers and not at him. I was like, that's
Or
genius.
just tell the kid, actually, he wasn't pointing. He was pointing a kid behind you.
No, that's not. Stacey was like, we should get that kid connected to Bailey somehow, seeing how emotional it is. So, Walt, what should I have done in that?
You should have.
Given that I could do it.
Thank God that you still have people surrounding you that are human.
Talking about me, right?
and really make sure that you keep her around, because I imagine that you were like you went to fuck that.
Oh, that's exactly the quote. I was like, you know how much fucking time that'll take out of my life? I was like, I don't have the time for this shit. I was like, what happens? Like, we have to keep on this kid for 3 months? And she was like, I think I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm like, let's get the fuck out of here.
But that shows a level of human compassion and knowing what kind of impact that will make. That's not see. She's seeing something that most people aren't seeing. She's seeing that little sliver that's going to make someone like that kid. That kid cried about that.
Right.
It could be dangerous though. That could put him into a coma or something.
Yeah, really, man.
Bailey called though, so maybe it was better that you didn't. That you didn't.
Yeah, he's like fucking
through.
Terry Schiavo. Next thing you know, just fucking, people are like, take him off life support.
Oh my God, a Terry Schiavo reference? Yes, tell him, Steve Dave.
There's one website everyone's going to, boys.
Is there?
Oh, it almost crashed. So many people. I mean, people know I'm lying because this is the first announcement of it. TellHimSteveDave.com. After all these years, after involving ourselves with Get 'em to get the domain name, which was was that year one?
No,
That was like
Year two?
3, right?
it was well into it.
Yeah.
Man, that was a fucking that we never shook that, dude.
Yeah, I remember going over to Citibank to get the fucking money out of
That's
ATM, right?
To pay him.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a big man to admit when he's wrong, and I'm big enough to admit that I was wrong. I didn't think we'd ever do anything with the Tell 'em Steve Dave domain name.
Well, we didn't. You did. Like most things on the show.
So in essence, you were right.
When Walt took an interest in something, it happens.
The royal we, the editorial.
Well, we're a team.
Yeah.
There's no Walton team.
There's no I am Walt.
We all did it together.
There is. Well, I did spend a lot of time working on the Four Color Demons segment of it.
You did.
Yeah.
You had specific plans.
I want everyone to have a number. Done.
No, I wrote text, the email we worked on. I was in it. I took you guys off the chain because I don't want to bore you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Backdoor shenanigans.
Yeah.
But it's up there. And anything, I mean, The thing I'm looking forward to the most is people sending in pictures, like pictures of them with their shirts.
Boobs for Bri again?
Nah, don't send in titty pics. That's okay. But no reason.
Are you hearing this?
Let's move on.
Suddenly he doesn't want boob pics sent in.
Yeah, it's not respectful to women, I don't think. Anyway.
I don't get it. What's so funny?
Yeah, I'll have to tell you later on.
It's so funny.
How quick? No.
It was so quick. Oh my God, it was so subtle too.
Nobody gets this except for us right now.
Oh my God.
Don't say that out loud.
You're gonna kill me. Oh my God, that was so fucking funny. No boob. I almost didn't catch it. It was so slow. You tried to move on so fast.
What I'm really interested in is...
Oh, God. All right. I'm sorry. As I know, Walt and nobody listening knows what we're talking about, but oh, my God.
If you did.
It was killer. No boob sex. Oh, my God.
So anyway.
I'm done.
People with Tell 'em Steve Dave tattoos, people with ant tattoos.
Just,
it can't be on the
only
boob.
body parts that you can show in public.
Yeah. Don't be sending any sexy shit. If you're wearing your shirt in an exotic location, like Shaolin.
Mount Fuji.
Yeah, like listener pictures and shit.
You should just start over.
It was so unlike you. No movies. All right.
But anyway, so the website, Walt, what do you want to say about it? You're thrown.
Sure.
You're thrown. You don't know what to say. What are we going to have up there? What are you looking at?
I just want to read the business who built it. That's all I'm trying to get out here.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
No. It's not, I'm just trying to find it. I can't find it. I'm not your guys. It's just.
So
It's. I think it's called Howell Edwards Creative. I think that's the company that built it. So, I mean, I don't know if there's any. What is it called? What's it called when things don't go right though? Well, that remains to be seen. If
errors, bugs.
Yeah.
Well, we were looking at the website on our phone this morning, and there was he had to take the 4-color demon page down for maintenance, and they have, when you do hit an error, a picture of Sunday Jeff comes up. Dude, it is like, you could tell that a fan made this website, because it's a picture of Sunday Jeff or drawing of Sunday Jeff, and it goes up, sorry, that page cannot be found. And then he starts going, remember the whole church, not a church?
Yeah.
He does the whole fucking speech.
It's great.
He's like, well, maybe there is a church there. Or maybe, and then in the end, it's like, I don't know, maybe there was a page here. I don't really remember. It's such a deep cut that most people are never going to see. I was so impressed. Man. So the website's really made by people who are talented and love the show.
They think that this company made a Puff Daddy. Or no, wait a minute. Who's the guy that's married to Beyonce?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Yeah, they built a Jay-Z website.
Well, it shows. I mean, they're good enough.
They're
Jay-Z level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so are we.
Well, they are.
People who made the website.
Yeah, people who made the website. But the 4-color, I'm going to harp on the 4-color demons, because I how much I love the concept. I love seeing everybody wear the shirts.
What can they do what do they got to do?
You can officially sign up. You go on, you log in, put your name, you put your email address, you got to sign your club number, your club membership number, and you got an email with a make at home membership card. that's unbelievable. You fill it out, you can laminate it, you put your picture on it. It's dude, it's like a dream coming true.
I did see one email. I didn't comment on it, but that you didn't want Hitler to have a number. You were scared of the Hitler.
I wasn't scared of Hitler. I just thought, within context of the show, Hitler works. If we're having a motorcycle club made up and we're making Hitler an official member,
a charter member,
like an honorary charter member, I just thought it could be misconstrued.
No, I trust your judgment on it, but I mean, I can't say I wasn't disappointed. I was like, oh,
no, we all want Hitler.
Like, meanwhile, Giddim's like, he's like, shit, I lost my number 11, and like Hitler's number 4.
Yeah, I mean, it was Hitler. I mean, look, we kept Satan as a member.
Yes,
and Satan.
That's safer than Hitler, huh?
Well, I think it's because of the reality of it all.
Well, I don't know. I just don't look. How someone reacts to Satan, I could deal with. I don't know the ins and outs of how someone who's been affected by Hitler to this day
you're right.
would handle it.
You're right.
And I want it to be a really super welcoming club.
Hitler is still polarizing.
Yeah.
To say the least.
He still isn't shaking that image that he made for himself.
One fuck up. Follows him for life.
He might never shake that in our lifetime.
Maybe not. Maybe not. It's possible he won't.
Yeah, do you think you'll see a softening towards Hitler in our lifetime?
Not in our lifetime.
No, not in the 4 color demons anyway. Satan, welcome. Hitler, not welcome.
Not so much.
Yeah.
So if you join up and what do you got to put to join up? You got to put an email in.
Yeah, you put your name and your email. I think that's it.
And you're going to get an email. You're going to get an official number. You can get that tattooed on you, or you can get it, printed out and laminate it.
Like a Holocaust survivor, just get the number printed on your arm. So you got Hitler in there one way or another.
What else is up there? There's a link to the store, so you can buy Tell 'em Steve Dave merchandise.
Right.
There's
movies, all the videos that
all
done.
3 movies are up there for sale right now.
Right.
Q. The long-awaited, Out of Context, years in the making. Mm-hmm. Well, actually, it's been done for years. So it wasn't in the making, but
years of sitting,
years of gathering dust.
Claymation for all those people who didn't get a chance to back it.
Yeah.
And Puppet Theater.
Right.
Thorne Winter's masterpiece.
Good old Thorne.
Yeah. All up there now. You can buy in digital downloads, and you can buy all our audio podcasts, our bonus podcast, are also up on the website as well.
Bandcamp shares are going to fucking plummet once we take our shit off there, right?
Well, I mean, we're not taking it off yet. That's a slow removal, I thought. And that would be the way to roll it out, just in case this website thing don't work out.
You don't want to put them out of business right away?
We don't want to have to crawl with our tails between our legs back to Bandcamp.
Mr. Bandcamp, you were thinking maybe.
I'm just missing you. Yeah, I think, look, it's really like the first version of the website, and it's awesome. But it's going to evolve. We're going to try different things. It's going to become the hub for all things Tell 'em Steve Dave, man. It's going to be fantastic.
And if there's any problems, any questions, anything at all, do not email KMuse2 about it. There's nothing at all that I'm going to be taking care of about it. So do not email me
Peace
regarding
and love. Peace and love. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to email, what was it, Teflon Bry at TellEmSteveDave.com.
Well, I think there's a link there.
Oh, is there a link?
I'm sure there's got to be a contact.
Right. I'll be taking care of all your concerns and problems.
So I'm sure. So they'll be met with with the diligence and care that that Brian Johnson has shown for the last 7 years.
That's right.
Select all, delete.
So that's TellEmSteveDave.com. Anything else that we need to? Anything else? Anything you want to say about it? Or it's a big moment.
Yeah.
It really is a historic moment in the show's history, right? Like,
yeah, we really did it.
Yeah. People said it couldn't happen. It wouldn't happen.
Oh, a lot
finally,
of people. A lot of people.
Well, guess what, assholes? We came out on top again. Thanks, Walt. Yeah, so TellEmSteveDave.com.
Yeah, go check it out.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. No titty picture.
You're fucking unbelievable.
Go buy a movie.
You are unbelievable.
Guess what I got on under these jeans?
MeUndies?
Oh, come on. What else would I be wearing?
Guess what I got on under these jeans?
My hand.
Yeah,
MeUndies as well.
Yeah, MeUndies as well.
What about you, Walt?
3 for 3, bitch.
Yeah. That's what happens when you get free underwear. You put them on.
Do you wash them before you put them on, or you just throw them right on?
Out of the family
package,
package,
yeah.
I put them right on.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't even wash them. My wife says, "How can you do that?"
He disrobes right in the middle of the store.
No, they come to my house.
Yeah.
They go right to my house. So yeah, I trust Mr. MeUndie that he's not sending underwear that needs to be cleaned out of the
like a pair that someone else has returned. They're like, yeah, I don't really like them.
There's not their version of get 'em handling, like every single one.
I haven't seen any MeUndies in a while.
What do you mean?
None have come.
I just got a packet of 3
Did you?
2 weeks ago.
Someone must be stealing mine. And they're worth stealing, man.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Like, who would it? It's worth going to jail to buy. Okay, use one of these openers in our read, or create your own. So basically, like, say whatever you want.
Yeah.
Elevate your underwear game. Like, look, the first time you're in front of a girl and you peel off those jeans, you want her to see some nice fucking underwear, right?
Fuck yeah,
And vice versa. You want to see a girl's like, hey, man, let me kick off these fucking pants. And you're like, you don't want to see some fucking bullshit like big giant pantaloons. You want to see some fucking sexy MeUndies.
I'll take a good boy short. Do they have boy shorts on the girls for MeUndies?
They do.
I still like the classic thong.
I like boy shorts more. I think like that little ass cheek hanging out.
I'm down with both.
Why? How did it become to be? I've always thought this. Why did it become fashionable, or why was the thong only for females?
Well, I know why the thong exists. It's
to hide the panty lines.
The lines, right? But we don't really wear clothes that show panty lines. Also,
but how did they? Who convinced women that like you need to wear this? Like we are so disgusted with seeing your panty lines.
Oh, definitely a guy.
That like you need to wear the string up your butt. It seems ridiculous.
And they listened.
That they followed through and you're like, okay. We get
I don't know. Women are much harsher with each other. They might have been walking behind each other and been like, "Ew, nice panty lines, fucking granny panties."
Yeah, but until it was invented, that like, well, look at your panty lines, and like,
and then a cat fight.
Yeah, but you know what it was? One beautiful woman, probably from Italy,
European, definitely,
or Brazil,
European,
right?
Staten Island.
Did not wear panties. Just wasn't wearing panties under the dress, and the other girls were like, "Oh my god,
you could see panty lines through a dress."
Sure, tight dress, like a
a mini skirt,
like a pencil skirt, if you will.
Any form-fitting skirt, you're going to see those panty lines.
So that one beautiful woman was like, "I'm not even wearing panties. That's how much I don't want to see them."
Could you do it? Could you wear a thong all day long while you're at work and doing everything?
Could I, or am I?
No,
right? It would just be like, this is like torturous.
But I couldn't wear makeup. I couldn't wear high heels. I couldn't do anything that women do. Couldn't give birth.
They really should revolt.
Is it torturous or after a while you forget, right? You're just like, it's.
I can never forget.
God. I can't forget now either. Just thinking of that phone riding up all high.
But you would feel
I gotta floss my teeth later. What?
Yeah, chew it like bubble gum.
She doesn't even look up anymore.
And it's usually done in the summer?
What? Thongs?
Or is that a year-round thing?
Year-round.
Yeah, it's a 4-season fucking underpant.
Yeah, man.
Come on, dude.
I apologize that we have that as a is it a race? Not a race. As a gender that.
But again, you're assuming that it's guys, yeah. Like,
come on.
I don't you think like it's probably girls that were like, "Ooh, look at her panty lines." Like, not a guy.
No way.
Like a guy's probably not like, "Oh, it would look much better if you didn't have panty lines." I'm sure it was a girl that was just like all catty and shit, and like, look at this bitch with her panty lines, looking foolish.
I'm sorry, but I mean the inventions.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you apologizing? A thong's a beautiful thing.
But the discomfort that they.
Last week he's apologizing for pussy glue. He's apologizing for thongs.
He's trying to be as woke as me, bro.
Oh, he'll never be.
Oh, you can never be as woke as me, my friend. Do you know why?
Yeah, this is gonna rock your world, Walt. You're gonna look.
Walt. What did I tell you at the beginning of this year?
That you're a new leaf.
That I'm gonna be woke. That I'm gonna be the wokest motherfucker in the world.
You usually can't be self-dubbed.
Well,
yeah, and you usually can't buy it.
What about that, my friend?
Oh, an ACLU card.
A card-carrying member.
Since 2017.
Yeah, well, that's when I got woke.
Dated 3 days ago.
So what? You made some sort of contribution and you get a card?
I donated $1,000 on behalf of Tell 'em Steve Dave, and then I made a little donation of my own as well.
So how come all of us didn't get cards?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, why don't I?
Oh, because I think I donated the form I had to get.
But so you really got to pay for this card?
Well, it's when you donate, yeah. Bro, we live in harsh times.
It's like a carbon footprint, though. It's like it's not really.
You would make the argument that maybe you're more woke by not accepting this unnecessary card to show off to everyone.
Well, he didn't do what he had to do to get the card. It was so awesome because he was at my house when I got it. I didn't even know I was getting it. I didn't know it was coming. And I just saw it and I was like, oh, this looks like junk mail. And I opened it and I saw the card and I was like,
you would think fucking Ed McMahon showed up to his house with a giant check.
I just started throwing it in his face. I was like, who's woke now, motherfucker?
Got to get this laminated.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Does it have your address on it? No. Is this your membership number?
I guess so, yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of woke people out there if that's your membership number.
We're a movement now, Walt. We're not going to take it anymore.
Hitler's number 4 on ACLU.
What do you want to get on my Band of Thong soapbox?
No. What I want is women to be able to choose whether they want to wear the thong or not.
Damn, you're good. You're good.
I have no place commenting on women's underwear, Walt. It's not up for me to decide what they should
Unless
wear.
it's MeUndies, in which you do, and that's what we should be fucking talking about.
Well, how about this then?
Yeah.
You got to wear a thong more often than never.
And a tampon in your ass.
And then I'll give more credence to this fucking piece of shit.
Oh, come on. Jesus Christ. I'm calling the White House switchboard right now.
Reporting me?
Yeah, that's crazy.
MeUndies.com, is that where you got to go?
Yeah, man. They're designed in L.A. Who cares where they're designed? Sustainably sourced fabric. They're soft, and they're good. And they don't one washing, and they don't stretch out and all that other shit. So 20% off your first pair. Just use MeUndies.com/TESD. Go ahead. Revamp your underwear drawer. You deserve it. They are the kind of underwear, they're expensive, I won't lie, but you're I won't have to buy new ones for quite some time.
Yeah, you won't even want to. They're so nice.
Right. You would gladly wear a fucking MeUndies thong.
I would.
Have you ever worn edible underwear?
Have I ever worn them or eaten them?
Both.
Worn them, no.
I wore them, then I ate my own edible underwear.
Eaten them, yes.
What does it taste like?
Cotton candy.
It's like a fruit roll-up,
Yeah,
right?
no, this one I tried was cotton candy.
Does it feel like cloth?
No, it feels like real flimsy.
Choking.
Yeah.
It wasn't sexy or no?
It wasn't human. We got them in the office one day, so I just popped it in.
Could it ever be a sexual or sensual, not sexual, a sensual act?
Listen to me. You put a fucking edible thong on this one, it'll be fucking sensual no matter what.
Yeah, go on. It'll be like Blue Apron and shit, right?
What a segue.
Yeah.
You're the master.
Oh, shit, it's Casper.
That's all right.
You'll do it on a Casper, though, right?
I'm not doing it anywhere, dude.
What about you, Bri? Have you ever?
I'll do it in my dreams.
It's probably the last edible thing on earth I haven't eaten. No, yeah, edible undies. They look so weird. You see them come out of the package, and they have
I never think I've ever seen them. Do they look like cloth?
No, they look like a rubbery kind of.
So they aren't really worn throughout the workday.
No, it's not like you throw them in the wash and you're like, I guess I'll wear them again tomorrow.
No one ate them, so I can wear them.
I wish somebody would eat my undies. They're edible, for Christ's sake. Why did I go to all the trouble?
Oh, wow, it looks to me like technology for edible panties has come a long way.
Has it?
Yeah, these look like just straight up.
It's just normal cotton.
It's not Modelo.
Oh, is that why you said the cotton candy? Or is that like a nice little cotton joke?
It tasted like cotton candy. All right, this is the ones you're talking about. Where it's like a fruit roll.
Don't credit him with being that clever because he'll try to seize on it.
Can I see that?
That
looks fucking weird.
That's not the one that I saw.
So it looks like some sort of candy that you would get at a candy store.
Like fruit roll-up.
Gummy, fruit roll-up. So definitely not real underwear.
No.
Just some sort of
but they
bullshit.
Had this other one that's
another bullshit that some dude thought of.
If you're looking for real underwear.
They have this one that looks interesting to me. Made of Smarties.
That's cool.
Oh, I've seen them before.
Yeah.
Have you any?
No.
Any action with that? Smarties?
No, but I'm into
Got a
it.
Smarties thong.
Yeah, Smarties thong. What if she like?
Is it fattening?
It's got to be.
Not the Smartie one, but the.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it has calories. I don't think anybody's going to be like, "Well, there's your calories for the day."
Now, is that some sort of fetish, or is that something that both parties can enjoy? Because
I think it depends on what happens immediately after. Like if you're eating through and then you're using that as a segue,
keep on going.
You keep on going. I think she's happy.
You don't go like, "Oh, I'm full."
Yeah, like I feel sick.
Pass on dessert.
Yeah. I ate too much underwear.
I gotta go lie down.
I feel so sick right now.
Does that edible underwear have that turkey fucking chemical in it?
Tryptophan, yeah. I'm so sleepy now that I ate all that underwear. Dozing off in the middle of it. Keep going, stupid. I'm sorry.
I'm tired.
Shouldn't eating that much underwear.
Got to shut it down for a little bit. I'm sorry.
Let me just take a quick cat nap.
Just gonna shut it down. I'll be back.
She sees you in the other room eating more underwear. You can't stop yourself. I didn't even wear them yet.
They're so good.
Good underwear.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, this is one of the 4 food groups. The top of the pyramid.
The guy who made edible underwear, millionaire?
I hope so.
But do you think he really is? Did he?
No.
No?
No, because it's an idea. You can't really.
Invention?
Well, if he made it, then anybody can make it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like.
So what underoos have sold more units than edible underwear?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought if they were edible, like off of kids. I was like, whoa. No, there's an idea.
That's where your brain always goes.
Not my brain.
Right? I wasn't even thinking of that.
Edible underwear for children. You're a genius. Oh, wait. You weren't talking about that?
I was just talking about who made more cash.
Yeah, I think.
I'm thinking as a businessman.
Yeah, I say that's where your head
Not a
always goes.
fucking sicko. All right, what do we got, Casper?
Casper, yeah. Because where are you going to eat those underwear but on a Casper mattress,
I would
right?
think at the dining room table.
Yeah, like cutting it up with a knife and fork in front of your kids. That's right. Let me eat your mom's.
You're still sleeping on that Casper.
Yes,
The best, right?
the best. I got a bedtime story though. It's one of the most embarrassing moments of my life,
Okay.
and it happened under a Casper mattress.
Under a Casper mattress. Oh boy.
Your girls had to help fish you out as it collapsed on you. You're like, girls, I have no tendon in my leg. I can't get out.
We were getting the interior of the house painted,
Yeah.
and the painters arrive mucho early.
Hola!
No. I was.
Are you robbing me? It's really early. Or are you guys the painters?
You better watch it, pal. Us members of the ACLU do not like this kind of talk.
I thought I was a member too, like by extension.
Well, no.
All right.
So it's a Monday morning.
Yeah.
My wife had told them the previous day that she had to go to school. The kids had to go to school. I'm the only one in the house. She says to the painters, "I'm going to leave the door unlocked. Just come in and."
I just imagine the painters catching him chowing down on edible. We'll jerk it off.
No, that's not.
Hi, caramba! You're going to ruin that Casper mattress, man.
At least eat it underneath.
Let's push it over on him.
No, so it's there. Everyone's. I'm the only one in the house, and my bedroom has this gigantic window, and it doesn't have any blinds on it, so the sun is intolerable at times.
Right.
Sometimes I have to resort sometimes to a night mask,
Okay.
or usually I strap a pillow over
They
my
have
head.
window treatments.
I know.
You strap a pillow over him? Oh, you get him?
But what I found is even better when especially when the heat's on too high is I will go. This sounds
This
fucked
is
up.
fucking weird.
I will go lay on the floor
Scuttle under a
and I'll
mattress.
just stick my head underneath the bed. And it's colder underneath there, and it's really dark.
Muerte. That lady killed her husband. Now we're going to get blamed.
So I will. So only my shoulders are underneath, but the rest of my body's hanging out.
Oh my God!
And I hear the painters talking, and I'm like, for fuck's sake! I go, why are they so loud? I'm going like.
Can't they see I'm trying to sleep with my head under a mattress? Idiots.
No. And I'm like, it feels like...
How often do you do this?
Oh, a lot. It's not really no big deal. I don't think it's that
more
weird.
than the average person, which is never.
I'll just it's like I can't take it no more.
Do you have a skirt on the bed? Or is it just like a bare mattress? Or
no, it's like there's like a space underneath.
Right, but is there like fabric around the bed?
Yes.
Okay, so you lift.
So you look, and you look decapitated at that point.
Yes. So this morning it's like the sun's way
Is
too.
Chastain still making those still pictures? Because please come out of retirement.
And I'm underneath, and I'm like, why are they fucking talking so loud? It's like I can't for I can never in my wildest dreams. So I'd be like, my wife would leave.
Right.
And not close the bedroom door.
Has your wife and kids seen this behavior?
Oh yeah, it's not that big a deal. It's just like when the sun, it's like 8 o'clock till about 11 o'clock in the morning. If the sun's up so high and it's right like shining right in my face, well they're like, oh, Dad's probably underneath the bed.
As any child would normally assume. What time is it? Well, is Dad still under the bed? Because if not, it's got to be after 11.
So
this guy's been on TV for 6 years. He just can't put a fucking shade. He can't put a shade up.
Buy a fucking curtain. That's all you got to do.
It's easier this way. All the fuss.
You can pay someone to do it. You can just go to Macy's and just pay someone.
What do you have for guys that don't want to stick their heads under the bed when the sun's, shining?
So I'm sitting there. Finally, I'm like, I can't take it anymore. I'm like, what the fuck? Why are they talking so loud? I pull my head out from under the bed.
Like an ostrich.
And I turn, and there's two fucking painters in the room.
Is that a Casper?
Well, yes, it is.
As a matter of fact.
Silently staring at him.
100% they're like, is he alive?
Yeah, well, that's what I was like. When I was like, first off, why were they sitting here talking as if I wasn't lying under the bed? They're talking about
they're
what
the weird ones.
They're talking as like their vacations are going on. I was listening to this conversation they were having, thinking they were on the other side of the door, and they were talking about, I go to Florida, and I really don't like going to Florida, and I'm like, well, they didn't say like, hey man, are you okay? Are you all right, sir? They didn't like. I mean, I wasn't moving.
Well, they're not fucking EMTs. They're painters.
All right, but come on. I'll admit it's not the most common thing you'll see when you open.
What a fucking huge gesture to admit that.
So I turn, I look at them, and the response is only from one person. I didn't say anything. The guy goes, sorry. I just closed the door.
Like so slowly, the eye, like he's like.
I didn't close it slowly because they were painting the trim around the door. Mm-hmm. So I just closed the door.
So you slammed the door in the faces of guys that you're like, why don't you care about me?
Did you then get back onto the bed to finish up the nap?
Oh yeah, it was 8. Yeah. It was 8 o'clock in the morning. I didn't have to get up for another 2 hours. And the sun was up high. What am I going to do?
Can't leave the room. Can't leave the room.
Oh, shit.
That's amazing, man.
Oh, but I got to tell you, it was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever had to face when I turned and saw this.
They still tell that story to this day.
It only happened a couple days ago, so. I was just like, I got home, my wife got home, I was like, why did you leave the door open? Why did you leave the door open? You know I'm going to go underneath the bed. You know how sunny it was out when you left for work.
Like he's a dog. Like he's a mongrel. Like, what the fuck? You know how I do? Was the sun up? Was it? All right then. Why the fuck would you let painters in?
No, I knew they were coming, but I just had a dream that she'd leave the door open. No.
You know, they didn't give a shit. They're talking about their vacation.
They didn't even. Like, I was telling them, I was like, I thought it was really shitty that nobody was like, sir, are you okay? Nothing. They just ignored me.
It is weird. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. You were breathing. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Were you snoring?
No, because I was awake because I could hear all their conversations. So because I'm like really getting annoyed. I could hear me going like, because I was getting so pissed.
A rumphing.
They're probably like they don't want anything to do with this. They're not going to acknowledge it. They're going to pretend that this isn't happening.
Yeah.
Paint the fucking trim and get the fuck out of the house with their skin still intact. Oh, like, I don't get paid enough for this.
You just hear it from under the like. Does anyone know you guys are here? But if you're going to put your head under a mattress, you want it to be a Casper.
You want it to be the best mattress on the market.
I gotta get one of those.
Like a sweet fucking invention, not unlike the edible undies.
And this was they call this an invention. Casper has deemed this invention worthy, that they tout it as an invention.
Well, Time Magazine did it again for the third week in a row. It was Time Magazine that named it one of the best inventions
they're not
of
hiding.
2015.
They're not trying to distance themselves.
They are touting it. You're right. They are like, you know what? They're right. It is a fucking one of the best inventions of 2 years ago.
Yeah, I don't.
What was it up
my
against,
parents
though?
took mine.
Oh yeah,
The fucking that box that it comes in. My mom was like, "Whoop! Now it's mine."
the box with the mattress or just the box?
No, the box with the mattress
Oh,
in
okay.
it. They now sleep on it. So I never even got to feel the warm embrace of a Casper.
Have you ever really slept on one yet?
No.
They're pretty fucking sweet. You're missing out. Your mom.
Well, what's up, Casper? Can we send me another one? I mean, how long do we gotta? When can I
How many
demand
fucking
free
mattresses
stuff?
Can they send to one podcast?
4?
Just one more.
One more?
What do? You go to Casper.com/TESD using the promo code TESD. I don't know. You okay?
Yeah.
$50 off any mattress. Obsessively engineered. Blah 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 blah. It's only applicable towards the purchase of a mattress. So I guess people are trying to get $50 off a pillow or something. Mm-hmm. Or a fucking sweet fucking skirt to hide your head when the sun's shining.
I guarantee you, more people than
We're
you
going to
realize.
see an outpouring of support. We're like, I do the same thing. I totally.
I guarantee you. It's just the most natural thing. You're just like, oh, it's too fucking bright. What's one thing I could find
Like a
to hide
vampire?
Yeah, I mean, there are certain things where I'm like, yeah, that is natural. Not having heard of this behavior in 49 fucking years, no, I would say it's not the most natural thing in the world.
But it's the most natural thing. Human beings are going when they're trying to sleep. Oh, but want to get rid of the light.
Right, you're seeking shade, and since I would say that forget Casper, the shades are one of the best inventions.
Blackout curtains.
Yeah, why not? Just hang a towel. Go total white trash. Hang a towel up.
It looks like shit. Then my wife won't have it.
How long ago? When was the first time you did it?
Oh yeah, I've been in the house since 2003.
And you still don't have like window treatments up?
No, she likes.
That's so weird. Really? Because his wife is like this immaculate housekeeper. You go to his house and it looks like it looks like a model house, like on the inside where like everything is perfect, So I'm surprised that she would draw the line at like, fuck him, let him sleep under the mattress. He doesn't like the sun. It's good enough for him. Good for you, man. Fuck the shade industry. Casper.com/TESD.
I got me a woman I dream about every day. Her lips are black as coal and her hair 2 shades of gray. My heart skips a beat, I'm
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.